everyone, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Paige, if you guys don't already know, and I'm 19 and pregnant. So today's going to be a story time on how I actually found out, and I found out exactly on the 26th that if I was or not, so this is going to be the little story. So this actually has to do with YouTube. I was sitting in this exact same spot. Wait, before I start, I just also wanted to let you guys know, my grandma got me this little shirt that has hands and feet, which I think is cute, and don't mind me, I'm still in pajamas. But anyway, yeah, okay. I was actually the night before, I took an at-home pregnancy test. I had really bad cramps, and I didn't know what to do. It felt like period cramps, but they weren't where they were supposed to be. They were more in the middle of my stomach. So I was like, okay, and this is going to be really TMI, but my breasts really hurt. And I was like, okay, they're not supposed to hurt this much and hurt for this long. So I was kind of freaked out. Well, the next morning my boyfriend left for work and I was doing YouTube. I was trying to do a welcome to my video channel for the makeup tutorials I had previously posted. And I just had this feeling like, you know what, just take the test, and if it comes out negative and you need it again, we'll buy another one, it's $1. So I was like, okay, and luckily I had bought one the week before just in case, because, you know, when you're a woman, you can't take enough pregnancy tests just to make sure. So I took it, and of course the light in our bathroom is dim, so I come out here and I set it on the windowsill, because there's a lot of light right here, as you guys can see, because I'm using natural lighting. I set it right here on the windowsill, and I waited. I went on the couch to watch TV for a second, and I waited until the 3 minutes were up. Came back, and I saw 2 lines, and I was like... So I went next door to my cousin, my boyfriend's cousin, and I said, hey, do you see 2 lines? She was like, yeah, I see 2 lines. And she just started freaking out. She was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay. So, you want to go to the store with me? I got to go pick up another one. That'd be great. And she was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll go. Cool. Awesome. We go there, and I'm going to tell you right now, the most awkward thing is walking in and buying a pregnancy test, especially when you look 13 like me. So when you look 13 and you're walking in to buy a pregnancy test, you get a lot of stares. So I was beyond irritable with the people who were staring at me. And on top of that, there was this lady there that didn't know how to shut up. And she was just complaining how long the line was and that no one was doing their job. Whatever. I just got so irritated. Anyway, we got the test. We came back. I took it again. There were 2 lines. So I called my friend Brianna and I said, hey, what are you doing? And she was like, nothing. What are you doing? I'm like, hey, can I come over? Because I'm freaking out. She was like, yeah, dude, come on over. And I'm pretty sure she told her boyfriend, I am pretty sure she's pregnant, because she knows when I'm worried about this kind of stuff. Because she's like one of my best friends. So I went over there, and I was like, I just kind of like dumped the 2 in my hand. Because it was this box. I just dumped the 2 in my hand. And I looked at her and I showed her and she picked him up. She looked at me, she's like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I was like, okay, want to go to Walmart with me? I got like $20. I need to go get a digital one that says pregnant or not pregnant, because you know I'm too anxious and I cannot stop taking pregnancy tests because I'm not sure. I can take 400 and still not be sure. Yeah. Anyway, so we went to the store. Instead of coming home or to her house to take the pregnancy test, I went across the street to to Taco Bell, and took the pregnancy test inside their bathroom. So she was in there with me, and she was sitting there. We were talking, having a good conversation after I peed on the stick. She was like, oh my God, I can't wait to see that you're pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. No, I've had scares, but you know, I'm not pregnant. And she was like, yes, you are. And I was like, no, I'm not. So we're sitting there having a conversation, and I was like, okay, I can't look at it. You need to go look at it. And she was like, okay. And she's like, it's not done yet. So the anticipation is real, okay? I'm like hyperventilating, and she's sitting there, and all of a sudden she goes over and she goes, you're pregnant. I go over there and I'm like, no, I'm going to take the other one. So we went out, got a drink, took another pregnancy test. That one came out positive. Well, it said pregnant. So I still wasn't sure. So when I came home and I told my boyfriend, what you guys are going to see in the next video, I told my boyfriend and I drove to the store again to get another one because, like I said, I can take 400 tests and not care. I got another one. That one definitely came out positive. So we decided to go to the ER. So when we got to the ER, they tested my HCG levels and they said they're 202. And she said that I am 9 days pregnant. Woo! That's literally how she did that. She literally said, you are 9 days pregnant. Woo. So I was like, okay. And I was like, so what does that mean? She's like, well, since we did the ultrasound, there was technically no baby, but since it's a little early in your pregnancy, we're not going to see anything anyway. And I was like, okay, so what do I do now? She's like, come back in like 3 to 4 days. We'll test you again. See if it doubled. If it didn't double, you're not pregnant. If you did, blah, blah, blah. Then she left. She went on her merry way with me and my boyfriend just sitting there like, what? Okay. And so, which by the way, that's not how my boyfriend found out. So if you guys are thinking, hey, she spoiled it. I did not. Anyway, me and my boyfriend were like, okay, so the nurse had to come over and explain everything. The nurse still had no idea what she was talking about. She had kind of an idea, but she was still kind of lost like we were. Anyway, so on Sunday, the 26th, we went in and they tested my blood, which I have a bruise if you guys can see that. Anyway, I have a bruise. They tested my HCG levels, which is the longest wait ever. And they said that, yeah, it doubled, you're pregnant. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, it sticks off, but you're still pregnant. So what do I do now? Well, now it's still too early to see the baby since you're like 3 weeks pregnant. And I was like, what? And they're like, oh yeah, you're like 3 completed weeks. And I was like, so I'm 4 weeks pregnant right now. And he was like, yeah. Okay, so what do I do now? Contact an OBGYN. How do I do that? Contact your primary care provider. How do I do that? I don't have that. So that was a big stressful way to find out. But yeah, I found out and I still didn't believe him and had to go buy another pregnancy test today because I still don't believe it. And it came out positive, if you guys can see. This line, the line that's supposed to be dark, is darker than the normal line. So, yeah. So, I bought another pregnancy test just to make sure, and I'm pretty sure I definitely am. So, yeah. So, that's how I found out. And, yeah. So, if you guys like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and Musical.ly. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.